What is good, you guys? It's your boy Elijah Steven back again with another video for you guys. If you're new here, we just do a ton of supercar stuff, car stuff, some travel sometimes, but mostly just car stuff in general. We're also going to be doing a new build here on the channel very soon, 2022 BRZ. But anyways, without further ado, right now we're going to be going and getting an oil change in my Mercedes. 99% of the time I do my own oil change. Let's close the door. Let's listen. Satisfying. 99% of the time I do my own oil change, but today I just didn't have time for it. Didn't have time to get under the car and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get this oil change, and then we'll just get on with the rest of the day. We'll have some things to talk about. Want to talk to you guys about a build with the BRZ and some other stuff moving forward for the channel. That being said, if you aren't already subscribed, subscribe, but let's do this. What I was saying though, I had to clear my throat. I've always done my oil changes, and this is just like a word of advice for anyone out there who doesn't. You should try and learn how to if you don't already know, and just do it all the time. This is like literally the first time I think I've ever gone to go get an oil change, and I don't know how I feel about it, but what can you do? All right, you guys, I'm gonna put you onto this really quick. So these Ghost energy drinks are so good. I just found these, and I used to drink like Ghost protein all the time. I was drinking Ghost protein like super often and stuff like that, and they were just so good. But now they have these cans, and it's amazing. I never had the Ghost like pre-workout either, and these are so good. So if you haven't already tried them, definitely get one at the gas station the next time you go, because they're now probably my new favorite. I had to hit you guys with a follow-up. So I was on my way to get my oil change done, and I was just like, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna take it to the place. I'm just gonna do it myself, because not that they do a bad job, but you know, I just prefer, I'm a little more comfortable doing it myself. So we're gonna go get our oil now. We also have to get ramps, because we don't have ramps at the house here in California. So that's also what we're gonna pick up, and let's do that. Team, so we finally made it back to the house. We picked up all of our supplies. Let me go ahead and show you. So we've got our oil pan, and then we have the good stuff. We went with the OW40. This is the European blend. I've actually used this on most of my cars, on my Audi, on my BMW, what else? Porsche. So we've got the car up on the ramps. We had to buy those. They're just regular old riding ramps. And here's the engine bay. We're gonna remove all of this stuff. Car is up, and then I'll be under there. And then after I'm done, I'll try and show you a little bit of this oil change. But after I'm done, we'll go ahead and talk about that BRZ and all of that stuff. So without further ado, let's start the change. You guys, so we ran into our first hiccup. So I went ahead and removed all the engine covers. I removed the intake from the turbo into the motor, and because that's where we have to remove to get to the filter. And I forgot to get the socket for the filter. So I've been trying to do different things to get it off. Luckily, one of my neighbors had a socket, but didn't really quite line up right. So I'm trying to currently figure out what I'm gonna do because my garage is open and my car is halfway in and out of the garage. So let me just show you what we got here though. All right, so we removed the engine cover that was here. Remove the intake there. Over there on the floor. So I mean, it's going okay, but I just need to be able to get that filter off, and as soon as I can get it off, it should be such a breeze. But we're just caught up on that. So I'll go ahead and give you an update in a few minutes, but that's where we're at, boys. So we have had the ultimate fail. Okay, so finally we were able to get everything off. We got the filter off, and we went to go get the drain plug out. So we undid the drain plug, and there was so much like pressure built up in there in the system that as I pulled the drain plug out, it didn't just come out straight down from gravity. It like shot out. So the entire drain pan like didn't get much of the oil. I mean, I guess I get a lot, but like a bunch of oil shot out, and now it's on my garage floor. So now I'm trying to clean that up just so I can be able to go in there and tighten everything up. So it's a bit of a disaster. Let me just show you. Come around. So I literally have just got anything I could to try and catch the oil because there was just so much. As you can see, I got a Dunkin' Donuts coffee container. It's a disaster, but I'm gonna try and finish this up, you guys. As soon as I am done, I will come and give you a little insight as to everything else going on. I'm sorry that I seem so stressed. I'm a little stressed, but it's okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. Let's finish. Well, as I figured while I was in here, I might as well just clean up this engine cover and all the good stuff so it looks good once it's done. I'm feeling a little better though. I'm feeling a little better. Here, let me turn the camera around. It was a bit of a disaster, but most car projects are a disaster. I mean, usually an oil change isn't a disaster, but this one was. So that being said, I'm gonna finish putting this all together. I'm gonna go ahead and take the car down, check the oil levels, and then we'll be good. All right, boys, it's the moment of truth. Let's give it a shot. Thank God. We still got to check and make sure that the drain plug's tightened. Well, not tightened down. We already checked that. We just got to make sure that there's no leakage or anything. I'm going to kind of try and listen a little bit. Take it off the ramps. Check one more time for the oil levels and make sure we're good to go. And then finally we will talk about the elephant of the room, the BRZ. All right, let's bring it down. Here we go. It's Mercedes, man. If you own a Mercedes, it's just always yelling at you. It's the most annoying thing. Alright, boys. Coming off, coming off. Don't hit any boxes in the garage. And I think we're down. Cool. Let's go ahead and check everything. Alright, you all. So it's actually the next day. Yesterday I had to finish up the oil change super fast. It was a disaster, as you guys saw. I had to run out and do some work. So anyways, it's the next day, but let's get on to why you all are probably watching this video, and that is the 2022 BRZ. BRZ platform has always been something I really wanted to do a build on. I almost actually bought one earlier this year, but never got around to it. The deal ended up falling through. It just didn't work out. And then I was gonna buy one previously a couple years ago, but I was already doing two other builds. I was doing a hatchback WRX, and then I also had an MK3 Supra, and then I also was working, and then I also had bought a 2019 WRX. So I had like those, you know, cars simultaneously kind of in the process. So I never really got around to the BRZ, although that was something I always wanted to do a wide body build. I'm not sure which body kit, probably the first gen Rocket Bunny. I think that one looks super good, or maybe the I can't remember what the other one's called. I'm gonna remember it as soon as I finish filming. But anyways, it's something I always really wanted to do. Being said, with the new kind of upcoming buzz around the 2022 BRZ, when they kind of first unveiled the pictures, I was kind of very skeptical because the previous gen BRZs just look so good just from factory. I mean, they do have some things that could be a little bit better looking, but I thought that the first gen BRZ just looked better than the 2022s, just based off of the pictures they first kind of, you know, leaked out to the world. Do though remember early on saying that this was going to be a car that was going to look super good with some very slight modifications, some wheels, some, you know, just lowered, and, you know, throw on an exhaust and do some very you just literally need to do some basic things. And I specifically remember telling a friend of mine really shortly after they released that they were going to make this new car, the new 2022 BRZ, the V2, and a lot of people were very skeptical at the time because, yeah, it doesn't really look quite as aggressive as the previous models, but as you may have seen already, some of the people that have gotten their hands on them have already turned them into some masterpieces. All that being said, now this is something I really want to do. They're kind of hard to find at this point. I live here in SoCal, and the amount of BRZs out there on the market are next to none. I've talked to a couple Subaru dealers, and they were like, "Oh, we won't be getting any in. They're just going to be custom order." So it's been a struggle trying to find that. There are a few out here in the SoCal area. I still have to work out all the logistics, still have to figure everything out on that end. But that is something that we will probably do something, you know, that's something we'll probably do very soon on the channel, because I just really want to get another build on here for you guys. And what better than a 2022 BRZ, because it's so fresh. There's so many different things we can do to it. We'll be kind of the guinea pigs. But that being said, if that is something you would be interested in seeing, please let me know down in the comments below. Or would you maybe be interested in seeing a first gen BRZ build? Either one of those. I mean, I love both, but
Obviously getting a new one would be cool. We are gonna cut this video, but we will see you in a couple days very shortly. I thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already subscribed, subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the new content that's coming out. Everyone, peace.